We talked earlier in Q1 during our Q1 quarter report about the appointment of Gary Gensler as SEC chair, and you both thought that it was a good thing for Bitcoin. That obviously he was, understood Bitcoin, well researched. He taught a class on crypto and blockchain at MIT, etc. So after a year or so now, what do you think about Gary's impact on Bitcoin, and what do you think he might? How do you think he might impact it over the next year or two as he continues to be the SEC chair? Let's kick it to Andy first on this one.
Yeah, I think that Gensler is behaving like a democratic regime regulator, which is actually doing stuff. I mean, under Republican regimes, you tend to have relatively hands-off from the regulator. That's what we saw with Clayton under Trump. And now there's a new cop on the beat, and he's saying more aggressive things, although I don't know that we've seen all that much action. So far, he's more hat than cattle. I do think that there's never been a better time to be a Bitcoin-only company, right? Because, yes, most digital assets, crypto assets, were definitely illegally issued securities, probably still are. The only reason they wouldn't currently be is because, by some exception, they're deemed decentralized enough. So I am still optimistic that we're going to see more enforcement actions against, the frauds, basically, although we haven't really seen that much so far. So those are my current thoughts.
So Preston, give us your thoughts, but also touch on the ETF issue. I mean, that's kind of the biggest, I think, if he's going to do thumbs up or thumbs down to a spot ETF next year. I'd love to hear what you think.
That one I'm frustrated with. I'm sure people have seen me kind of beating them up on Twitter from time to time on that particular issue. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And it seems like it's more of a bureaucratic political play between him and the CFTC or something. I don't really know. I do like the fact that Gary actually knows what he's talking about with respect to the topic with Bitcoin. And he seems to be very pro Bitcoin, not the rest of the space, the digital asset space, with respect to how he pretty much wants to regulate everything else. And for me, that's perfectly fine. I really don't have a whole lot of interest in some of the other things today. And I think that they are very much equity-like. And so, that's really his position. Now, where I'm a little interested, so we're getting through this current administration pretty fast. Like time is moving out, and if he's going to do something, he's going to have to do it here pretty soon. And I think I'm more concerned about who follows this administration. What's that person like? How much do they actually know about the space, or is it just some type of political favor of somebody who's put in charge? What agenda do they have? I'm more concerned about that than I am with Gary Gensler. I think that in general, if you're a Bitcoiner, I don't really see that much to be concerned about.
This holiday season, give the gift of Bitcoin to your loved ones. Swan delivers your Bitcoin gift along with our world-class education and client service. Create a Bitcoin gift and wrap it with a custom message for your family and friends. Dash away with your gift. Your recipient will receive an email right away, that easy. Give the gift of generational wealth. Give Bitcoin.